you think Sammy if you could have given the money to Bastard Boys, no problem. But haven't you seen Stonebwoy throw money? I didn't know one fight now Bastard Boys. You see, no matter how you want to go like on this conversation, it can be turned back to you. It can be turned back to you easily and you may not find an answer for it. Because I don't know to scan one one can say Bastard Boys for honor. Some people also go through such transitions, but it is not common in our space. And unfortunately, even in our entertainment space, one thing that has been very common is drug abuse. It has been very common is drug abuse, and also some people who look in a who look a certain way out of drug abuse, like are very popular. Those situations and those instances are very popular. Yeah. So it is very easy for somebody to connect you to drug abuse.
Just that you see, our musicians or entertainers, mostly they are associated with the drug issues. Okay. I mean, most of them are associated with it. So when people are connecting you to that, it is so easy that nobody will doubt, because Abia Obia who say Uchishim one time bida. Obi who Obi to say Washishida and all those things. So when you have a certain look that we can say that if you do drugs, you may get to that situation. It will be easy for people to connect to it. Who wants to present a certain look? Okay. If they don't have what it takes to get that look, they will go into depression. And it will not necessarily be the hunger. Okay. Eduani will feel. By say obe blank blank, I treat a certain car, I look a certain way now on to me. Obe go into depression and we will see the person looking like that. Okay.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Exactly how we do it. Anytime we take our seat here on Sammy Flex TV, once again, we're going in hard on Showbiz Daily. Gentlemen are seated. Dr. Clifford Barner is back on his favorite position. He's on his favorite. Doc, welcome.
Thank you.
How is life doing?
It's been great.
Hope all is well.
By grace.
What will make someone not look good?
It's relative.
So tell us more. Because Kofi Mole is in the news for not looking good. And some people are talking about it. Kofi Mole has threatened legal suit from his Afia lawyers. Now, Bongo Ideas is to apologize for about 8 continuous days. They are marking him. So I'm asking, what will make someone not look good? Like, what are some of the factors?
There are a lot of factors. Depression could be one.
Guys. Depression.
Even extreme elation.
Extreme what?
Elation.
What's that?
When you bro, so will also make you look some way.
Oh yeah. Wait to be bad?
Not bad per se, but it will be a misfeeling. To me, like you can't really have extreme elation.
Yeah, I get it. What I mean is, can the extreme elation make you look bad?
People will see you and see that there's something wrong with you.
Even that one is still relative.
So of course.
But my white time.
Someone and you'll be unkept or unkept. Nene Jama now. Exactly. So you just step out the way because within or no or any JB and let's say, let me give you a typical example. Let's say maybe fancy with the Kabi Park I have watching at Nanya me adom from nowhere. I'm able to sort it out. With the NJB now I don't care about how I look.
So what's your box up?
My freedom alone.
Say Abianca Beju $80 million.
About $500.
Now it's like at that point I have an inner joy. So my environment is not about because my freedom was about taking away.
Yeah.
and by God's grace, menya.
Okay.
It mean what's I mean joy.
Okay. But so what are some of the main possible causes?
Oh, drug addiction or drug abuse could also be one.
Okay.
Say it may not make you look good.
Okay.
Life and its own circumstances may put one in a very depressed state, and so and a disease condition, and so Oh, it's a lot of factors. Even at the moment, the very people around you, for the interim, can make you feel some way.
Okay.
So
they can either make you feel good or make you feel bad.
And you may step out. And Charlie, we are saying shit. Obi number, no number. There have been times you see me walking there, Charlie. Me plans.
Okay.
So there are a lot of factors.
Okay.
Which drug addiction is also not excluded. It's also part, but you can't just base it on that without any basis.
Okay.
And also in Chelsea, people who abuse drugs usually don't look good.
Okay.
I know whose drugs are
who look good. Yeah, I know. So now looking at your knowledge, if when you saw the photo of Kofi Mole, what came to your mind? Because now Kofi Mole is even telling us, oh, the photo has even been edited, and it is not what it's.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, you can be honest.
Even the video he did. Or they correcting narrative. Let me put a disclaimer. From my professional point of view, it's still not well.
Okay.
Even in the video.
Okay.
And I don't blame people much. So we say a drug abuser. So I say, and that's a typical effect of drug. That's not to say
he's
doing drugs.
Okay.
But Obi names some classical science. Obedrin say thank you. So even with the video cry no. Maybe sharing cry so be why nice actually or address the issue. But it was actually making sense too. So you can so personality in any speech now there are two different things. It was making sense. But the personality is also showing different
signs. I see. So now, because of mental health, in such situations, how do you confront it? I know you guys have one or two experiences there. When you see someone like that, you knew the person not to be like this. You saw him and the person is looking how you are seeing it. In such situations, how do you confront? How do you say it so the person will not be affected mentally or in any way?
That's why we have psychologists.
No, I'm talking to people. I'm talking about people who are not psychologists, like you and I.
Knowing the person very well. First, you have to.
Because one of my friends, I saw him not to tell. I don't want phones. I don't be like, what is wrong with you? That's what I'm asking. So. How do you ask such things?
There's no vivid way.
That guy is my friend. Like I told him straight, Charlie. That's not phone.
Where's let me tell you, it really hurt.
I know. No, that's why Kofi Mole is hurt. That's why I'm asking that. In such situations, those who would want to talk about it, advise us. How do we say it so that we don't hurt him?
Say A, B, C, D. But all I can tell you is be constructive. At least you're above 18. Excuse me to use the language. Yeah, but remember. Say what? No, because I will feel so. Let me account, but in a nicer way. Find a very constructive. I mean, to me, say this is the rigid way I am called. But fan say what? Obi a catcher. How would you want the person to go about it? Not their catcher.
Okay. Well, I decided to start this with someone with a medical background because Kofi Mole has been in the news for all the reasons of not looking good, and according to people who saw him in that interview on Kojo Sheldon's platform, they felt this is not the Kofi Mole we have known. The Kofi Mole we have known was a fresh looking boy, young man, but this particular Kofi Mole we are seeing on the screen looks a little not well, a little not functioning right, and they are talking about it. In fact, one of such persons who really lauded this particular point was Bongo Ideas. Now, because of that, Bongo Ideas has been forced to apologize, to retract to what he said about Kofi Mole. and the letter from Afia Chambers was given to him and like-minded people who are likely to be speaking such language. But Kofi Mole himself in a video has actually spoken. He thinks that sometimes you guys have to be very careful what you say about people. You don't know what people go through. Be mindful. You don't know. In fact, be kind with your words. Kofi Mole has been talking. Let's watch him.
All because of one interview I'm Kofi in his studio, KSS Studios. Just one segment to be in the interview. They made screenshots of my face. And I don't know, some people even went to the extent of editing the pictures for it to look like how they wanted to suit their agenda, you get me? To just come and tarnish my image. I'm the same person sitting here. And for your information, anybody where you did this live talk, I tell you right now, I know they do drugs. I know they do no illegal drugs. If I'm going through something, I don't rely on drugs to heal myself. You understand? I be very legal person, and I be very I be very concerned about my health. If I'm feeling down, and please make you stop sending requests. I'm not here to I'd ask that you make a talk finish before I go feed. Maybe if I want to ask somebody, that'd be cool. Yeah, as I was saying, I know they do drugs. I'm just telling you people straight. All the accounts where them put say Kofi Mole they do drugs now. You have no evidence. Unless you are my drug dealer, unless you are my plug. So I they tell you guys, refrain from all those talkings they do. Cause as the matter come, I don't talk anything. I just spoke to my lawyers, and right now they are handling the whole case. You know, I just spoke to my lawyers and they are handling the whole case. So my lawyers already issued statements, and then Charlie, make you guys stop the semi request. You cut my stuff, you know. It be serious day for me. I'm really serious about this life. Please. Yeah, so my lawyers, they handle this case, and then I know we'll come here to talk about them again. Whoever is involved, I beg you, desist from tarnishing my image. You guys have put my family under some pressure. Like, some people be so heartless. You don't even give a damn about what kind of how is the thing going to affect the person, like mentally, emotionally. You guys just don't care.
Wow, Chabo.
Yeah.
I saw someone who wrote that why should Bongo Ideas apologize for speaking the truth? Mm-hmm. And to the person, he thinks that we saw you were not looking good.
Yeah.
Now we are talking about it. You are saying we should apologize.
Yeah.
Coupled with what he's also saying that nothing do him. Mm-hmm. It is just the way it is. And he even thinks that the people have edited the photo.
For me, I think Bongo Ideas was forced to, or is now in that process because of the way that he said it.
Yeah.
I mean, he has every right to say that he's not looking good. Okay. He has every right to say that the way that you are looking there, you look like maybe somebody who is doing drugs or whatever.
Or you don't look healthy.
Or you don't look healthy. But if you are so emphatic that that's what he's doing, then there's a problem. That's why they were saying that unless you have evidence or you know the source that he is taking whatever drugs that you are talking about, you don't have the right to say it.
Okay.
Unless you have that evidence. If you have it, why not? Then you can say it. When they come, you just point them to where you think, or you even know where he is taking the supplier. So you have said it and he can't do anything about it. Yes. I think that's why even in their letter, the warning that they were giving, they were so emphatic about the drug part. If you guys are saying that it's because of drugs, then you have to prove it. Apart from that, I mean, they are within their right to think whatever they want to think. And you can't tell people that what you think, don't say it. You can say whatever that is in your head, but be ready. If you go overboard, then you pay for it. And that's what they are doing to Bongo Ideas in particular. I mean, like you ask, when someone is not looking good, in your opinion, the factors could be many. And it includes the one that people are talking about, but they are so emphatic about it. That's where the issue is, the drug part. I mean, when you don't have money, you can get into depression and you will not look good.
Yeah.
And not there. And go for it.
And also also.
And also.
Okay.
Me who will be dama. Maka say, uhuna like I said, no what it will look good near the me who nam do we come na abana boda. Based on what I knew about the person, we have me way come mo pa de bia man aduane obe look good. Come down pa na abon. Oni ne ho hwe ena the nam ho sa antino. And once at that point you don't think about you looking good or anything. You just want food. I mean, if you even consider the Maslow theory of needs, you understand it. If you are hungry, you don't care about how you look or whatever is going on. So for some people, it could be that. It's because ebi omuniska, and you know, looking the way that you think they are taking drugs or something. But it's not drugs. It's about not having enough. So we should be careful when we are concluding. I think you have the right to say you are not looking good. You have that right. Say the whole and I will express it. But the conclusion is where the problem is.
Okay.
If you don't have any evidence, then you can't conclude like that. Just that you see, our musicians or entertainers, mostly they are associated with the drug issues.
Okay.
I mean, most of them are associated with it. So when people are connecting you to that, it is so easy that nobody will doubt, because ebia obi ehun say o chishim one time bida. Obi hu obi ati say wa shishida and all those things. So when you have a certain look that we can say that if you do drugs, you may get to that situation. It will be easy for people to connect to it. So for me, I think he should also take notice of what people are saying and then change his ways, especially if he's not ready for the criticism that is coming.
Okay.
He should find a way of dealing with it. Looking good or not doing certain activities for people to connect you to the thing that you don't want them to connect you to. Okay. Because yes, some people will say it and it will hurt. I mean, sometimes people also need that thing just to wake them up. I mean, the way that Clifford was saying that I don't know, I don't know what phones are kind of yes. It sounds harsh.
Yeah.
But the truth is, sometimes if you don't say it like that, the person will not see the seriousness of it. Okay. So if there's no way, like a street way of telling people some of these things, then whatever comes to the person's head, I think we should allow it. Because there will be somebody who will see somebody and know that the way you are looking is not good. But Uncle Becca said, this time there is like you have changed, but you see, try and do like on to me. Yeah. When you also say it like that, the person that you are telling those things will not take you serious. Sometimes they will think, okay, maybe it's normal thing, then it's usual of the person. But if you say it in a serious way, like the way that you told somebody, say, I don't know what phones are.
Yeah, me hitting hard.
Yes, honano, ebia ebe hitting, all right. But obe say, hey, is there something wrong with me? Should I take an action about what is happening and all those things? So for me, yes, there's no street way of saying it. Saying it harsh, yes, may hurt people and it will even get to more serious thing that you don't intend for it to get to. But at the same time, sometimes if you also not hit hard, you will not get any results. So we should allow it. Whatever that will come to your head at the time that you are approaching the person, say it. When the person feel offended, you can even apologize, but still they will get the message. They will get the message. So for me, Kofi Mole, apart, yes, it will hurt him, especially if you don't do something like that. So it is okay for him to put out whatever that. No, if you don't have any evidence, don't connect me to it. But because that's not the issue. But have you changed? Ask yourself, have you changed? The image that we are seeing? Is it the same as your previous images? I mean, there's something wrong here.
Okay.
People may be giving wrong conclusion, like pointing to the drugs and other stuff. But if we agree that there's something wrong, then look out for solution. Especially if you are a celebrity or a public figure. People are watching you. Somebody will look the way Kofi Mole is looking and nobody will say anything.
Yeah.
Bongo ideas all mekabi because that person, you are nobody to Bongo ideas.
There's no spotlight on
exactly. But Kofi Mole is a different kind of person. He's a celebrity. You have given that a certain look before this look that we are seeing. So now you know, even if you are not doing anything wrong, now you know that people don't see you well in the kind of look that you gave us the last time. So try to change things. Try to look good in a certain way that people will not talk about you that way. Because some time ago, they were not saying those things.
No.
So if they are saying it now, it means something has changed.
Yes, and that is what they are saying.
Exactly. So for me, I think it's good that he's putting something that people should be careful about the things that they say about him. Because it is hurting him, and not only him, but his family as well.
I know.
So I agree with him on that. But he should also,
check
step
himself
back and look at what is happening and amend things. Yeah.
Well, Kofi Mole, a word to you from Intigdo to Solomon Chemo. Now, Roland will take over. Ro, what do you also have to say about this Kofi Mole and not looking good, the apology and the threat?
For me, it's an interesting conversation because from when the news broke out to when he came to reply, and also he made his lawyers write that letter. I mean, the ones that they felt the letter could not affect, which is why it's a trouble colors. It's in America or it's in the UK, with his mental health skyrocketing because
so he's feeling the diabo in the UK.
The diabo in his inbox. And also the live video that he came to do with the explanation and all of that. For me, I was studying his demeanor. For me, even if Kofi Mole has changed, not that much. I think Kofi Mole has always had this kind of demeanor, but people did not notice that much because when Kofi Mole broke out, hardly would you hear Kofi Mole speak, if not through his song. He did not he wasn't much of an interview kind of person. But then his demeanor has always been like this. Yes, I must admit that his physical look has changed a lot. And from that time to this time, there has been a huge gap of Kofi Mole.
The factors may be plenty.
Kofi Mole being absent.
Included in age.
Exactly. Kofi Mole being absent. When he broke out, he was very young.
Yeah.
He was very young. And yes, even if he had responsibilities, it wasn't as now. So many things have gone like down. So many things have gone through the young man, and of course, some of these things will definitely take a toll on you. It is either like you are okay. Depression.
Yeah.
You understand? Some people also go through such transitions. But it is not common in our space. And unfortunately, even in our entertainment space, one thing that has been very common is drug abuse. It has been very common is drug abuse. And also, some people who look who look a certain way out of drug abuse, are very popular. Those situations and those instances are very popular.
Yeah.
So it is very easy for somebody to connect you to drug abuse. The moment they see you in a certain way that they don't like or don't understand. the first thing they may connect you to is drug abuse because they have so many examples to point to. Because so as you see the news out say oh you see NGG scam Kobwani a drug abuse and this is how he was looking and this is how that person was looking. Like they have so many examples which are very popular as well. You know, the moment they see you in that light and Kofi Mole, I understand why he would be hurt because this kind of demeanor, the way Okasa,
okay.
Kofi Mole has, like, I've met him on different occasions, and that's how he speaks. Okasa, though, like, he's out of himself. That's how he expresses himself. And when you even listen to his music, his rap style even has always been that laid back kind of style, laid back kind of flow, apostle gangster, like that thing song. So unfortunately, his demeanor and that gap absence of him not showing up in public, not speaking for that much, has taken like a man for refi the way out here. Because he wasn't even doing it that much. What I say, inti osasa yana crying in the process now, absent, you know. Now people don't even recognize him. So giving a new look like this, obviously will take people by surprise. And that is it. But then, for Bongo Ideas there, he would definitely apologize. And people should not hold Bongo, like ask why Bongo Ideas is apologizing. It means one thing. It means whatever he alleged, he doesn't have concrete evidence. And in order to save himself, Charlie, sorry, you can do it, you can apologize. But whatever he said, and that is the unfortunate part of this whole conversation. Yes, there's no clear-cut or straightforward jacket kind of situation on how you should tell people when they don't look the way you want them to look. But then, we will always plead or preach that we should always be measured in how we approach certain things, because biana time na ye catch no or you're mentally strong as at that time to receive it from that point, that point, and even with that kind of impact. Obi one may be breaking the cry, obi one so yes, like Chemo said, it may be a wake up call for the person to know, hey, biana the person may not be conscious the way you're looking obvious to the people outside. What I say, but the moment somebody notices it and tell the person, so this is how I'm seeing you, maybe it may bring some form of self-awakening.
Well, so still on Roland, in a related story, Afia Schwarzenegger is also talking about something in line with male musicians here in Ghana. Whilst we all think how he looks may be different factors, Afia Schwarzenegger is also talking about hunger among some musicians in our industry. And Afia thinks that Ghana web no advertising. Afia thinks that Kofi Mole may be among those who are hungry as musicians in Ghana. I want to read a story briefly on Ghana web, and after I'll pick your views still in relation to this. Now the story has a headline: Male artists are hungry and suffering. Male artists are hungry and suffering. Afia Schwarzenegger defends Kofi Mole against drug accusations. And Ghanaian socialite Afia Schwarzenegger has fired back at critics accusing musician Kofi Mole of drug abuse. She has urged the public to be more emphatic toward male artists who, according to her, are struggling due to lack of sponsorship. This comes after a recent video of Kofi Mole went viral on social media with some netizens commenting negatively on his appearance, stating that he had deteriorated due to alleged drug use. In response to this, Afia Schwarzenegger has argued that, unlike their female counterparts, male musicians often lack financial backing and face intense challenges in the industry. And this is a quotation from her. It says, I heard people saying Kofi Mole is doing drugs, and I want to ask, when was the last time Kofi gave us a hit song? Are you people sponsoring him because these male musicians suffer? If you are a celebrity and you don't sleep with this politician, you will suffer. Hey, I see, she said. Drawing him from her experience in the industry, Afia further alleged that some worthy individuals exploit upcoming artists under guise of offering support. We have been in the industry for quite some time now, and these rich people are fond of sleeping with these upcoming artists. Some are even praying that the female musicians from wealthy families should lose their mothers so they can sleep with them, or in the name of help. Afia emphasized that the challenges faced by male artists in Ghana are often overlooked, and harsh public criticism only makes it worse. The boys are hungry and suffering. We have some people who call themselves table of men, and if you don't succumb to their stupidity, you will be hungry. The entertainment industry in Ghana has collapsed. If you are a male artist, you have to go through the struggle 70 times what the female artists are going through, Afia has said. And Afia actually said this in a video. So
70 times.
Yeah. You would have to see the video to understand what Afia is saying before I come back to Roland to continue.
You know, I saw people saying, Kofi Mole, what about drug? Why they? When's the last time I Kofi Mole on a hit song? And my point is, fans, are you sponsoring him? Let's just be honest. These male musicians, they suffer. If you're a celebrity and you're not a woman, even if you're a woman and you will not give your pussy to them, you will suffer. These stupid politicians call and it hurts. When some of us we talk, Mokwasia, I am some shut here down. Master, any entertainment industry in you. These old men who are making scandal, they want to sleep with these young girls, upcoming artists. I be disrespectful. But for example, Sikanibi to one adrimuno, Nyamemwana Fantana Mami Uno Kodino, and nobody Adina, and nobody wine. The male artists, male musicians, they suffer. That's the truth. That's the truth. Male artists, hip life gospel, they suffer because somebody check out the tool. If you see a male artist, Agradaa is insulting Upsado, so I should do what? Should I cry? As a matter of fact, I'm happy about that. Home Sinako can't talk on Agradaa, no. I'm not there. Agradaa is dealing with hopeless Adoye, how he deserves it. You see a male artist who are phone, now full soy drug. Kofi Mole, when's the last time a woman will show us? The boys are hungry. The boys are suffering. You want to see a phobia from a table of men. If you don't succumb to their stupidity, you'll be hungry. Entertainment industry in Ghana is collapsed. And some of you want to dwell in the name of me a star. Maybe mother, I would rather be a carpet with the money than a hungry star. See? I would rather be the car park with the money than a hungry star. The truth of the matter is what I'm telling you. It is I'm an entertainer, I'm in the entertainment industry. If you are not a woman that somebody will fuck you and give you money, or somebody thinks they will fuck you and give you money, you are doomed. You are talking about Kofi Mole. The ones the last one was a Sako de show we are saying, and I hear endorsement, I endorse Sako de. I'm starting it from there. If you are a male artist, you have to go through 70 times what a female will go through 20 times.
Oh, so this is in relation to what we talked about earlier. If you are saying challenge easy. Oh, I'm not sure she was referring to the gospel table of men. She was speaking in general.
Yeah, I understand.
As in some people who are, they think they are
the gatekeepers.
They are the gatekeepers.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are the movers.
They are the board of directors.
Yes, of that sector. I understand.
Yes. So should we link it to the hunger among musicians or among some celebrities in Ghana? We can open it up.
Yes. We can link some. It's part of it. It's part of it. If not in the majority league, like it may be even about 50%.
I see.
Of course. You see, last time I even saw a
But are musicians the only people who are hungry?
Oh, they are not, but they are in the spotlight. That is what makes them special. They are not the only people who are hungry, but they have a higher position of hunger. Because compared to somebody who is not popular, if that person is hungry, nobody really cares like that. You understand? But if a popular person is hungry, it is news.
I see.
Because your status, you have some preferential treatment, you have some privileges and stuff. So it is assumed you are not supposed to find yourself in that state. So the moment you do, then there is a problem.
Okay.
You understand? Because the kind of privileges you, a popular person or a celebrity, may have, an ordinary person may not. You guys can enter into a room, and like I always say, if there is one seat, it is you they will give that preferential treatment to. So when you get to that level and you are hungry, and you see the hunger that we are talking about, it is not as if say no. There is some level of living the person is supposed to live that is supposed to match with the status. Say onya, it is hunger. Onya, somebody can classify that as hunger, and it may come from different factors as well. It be a nipano, the kind of reception and not onya no. Onya, because the reception is what drives the revenue to him.
Okay.
For him to be able to keep up with that standard of living. Reception or releasing na emphasa onya even time to even explore himself like he used to do again.
Okay.
In his privileges na onya as a popular person. Esote. Esote, and the more na esote, we know the more they rise to fame, the more the money comes. If they are able to check it, like monetize it well, the more the money comes. So if say oshane and na your reception ma obonyum na muntie munkoto munche mwa and lawu because he can also better. And it's the same thing, especially you see. I like the fact that she's emphasizing this on the male art, artists, because there is this misconception in the space. I said because it is male dominated, the males, like the guys in the industry,
they are fine,
and they have more opportunities than the females. So I was so who say pressure room. I saw a post from somebody on Facebook asking if like guys are mostly pressured to have wealth or to make it in life. And I said, yes, it is true. Just like the female are also pressured to get married and give birth, the guys are also facing the pressure of you have to make it by force, by fire, by tender. And it also transcends into the celebrity status thing.
Wow, Chamo, you can continue from there, whether you are also in line with Afia, who thinks that hunger among male musicians may be the cause of what we are seeing.
I don't like the headline, but yes, the details.
The headline was exactly what she said.
Hunger among male musicians.
Yes.
The man they common home.
I say a man so.
For me, if she said hunger among musicians contribute to the kind of look that we see, I will agree with her. But just separating it that the males are suffering more than the females is where I have issue, because some females will also come and then give opposite of what she is saying. Like they will say that they have a whole lot of disadvantage because whoever is ready to help them wants them to give something in kind.
Okay.
And because of that, they are not giving, because they are not giving it in kind, they are suffering. The same way the males are also suffering. So if she's saying that the males are suffering but the females are not, are they really giving it in kind? That's why they are not suffering. Or what? Or what is the implication of it? Yeah, so for me, and some of them will not be happy about that. But if she's saying that hunger, because of hunger, some people are suffering in the industry, I will go with her. Because yes, this industry is a winner takes all, and again, sometimes you need to sacrifice a lot to get to where you are going to. So until you get there, you suffer. A combat do palm say yes, a comdo, And again, the other factor, the other side of things is that the money that you invest in, they don't come back. Obeko could trust standard video. Se kana shit. And you mean so anko. Worlasi.
Yeah.
There's no way out. There's no way to get your money back. And you know anko I will see cash. That is it. So I get the angle that she's coming from, and yes, I would say that some people are suffering from that. In fact, it can get you into depression, and then it will lead to you looking some way that people will comment and say that you are taking drugs or whatever. But for all you know, because there are some people who wants to present a certain look.
Okay.
If they don't have what it takes to get that look, they will go into depression. And it will not necessarily be the hunger.
Okay.
Eduane wo fie. By say obe she blink I treat a certain car ni look a certain way now on to me obe go into depression, and we will see the person looking like that.
Okay.
So the factors are many.
I like this point too.
Yeah, the factors are many.
Expectations.
Yes, exactly.
Anxiety.
Yes, exactly. Because of that, they can't even go out. I've went to a meeting with one guy that says that and for me, I care less. So a person like that, he can easily get into depression mode. If a man for who say unikana or by meeting crowd of a former now commercial vehicle, either trotro or even Uber, they can get into depression if they don't have car for Uber, but they have car for trotro. It will not be good for them. So the factors are many, and the hunger cannot be taken out. I agree with her, but it is not only the males, even the females are suffering that same thing. That's why I said that I feel that he didn't say it right, but the context or the content of her message, I agree with her. Yeah.
Well, Doc, Cliff, come through.
I agree with her perfectly.
Okay.
Because so I'll share the rate at which the ladies suffer is not as the guys in the industry that would do. Simply because the ladies, they're always presented with opportunities. It's just about give and take. Way or there. Mami, we not fat. And that way anymore. So the choice is yours. Depending on where you want to get to.
Okay.
But for most of the guys, you just have to strive. Push your way. Push here and far. It's even worse when you have first breakthrough. Now you can't keep it up.
Yeah.
It's worse. When you want about limelight, Charlie. It's so difficult for you. And what was it? And for the males, if you answer that question, you say, when was the last time you gave us a hit song? If you are one man, we are musician now, when you release it tracker, people don't come for you again. Especially if you're a male. I won't blame you. For the females, it's easy. After
women empowerment.
Oh, I say my share actually one bar before I realize boom, just like that. I ain't anything serious behind no more so Charlie.
She's working hard.
Wow.
So for the guys,
hard work.
So for the guys, they really suffer, and it's really one thing so about work situation. When you get there, people feel, I say, maybe when your first breakthrough, people feel you are there, so you can even barely talk to someone about your situation. It's really worse. For all you know, it's going through similar challenge. I want to be in country opposite Charlie. Because people feel say, oh, now so I celebrate. Do you understand? We draw into that pride, no, so no, they are cash. But I'm a coon. Out mean no be any new born come up. Maybe some avenues will pop up for him. But to me, this afternoon, I'm share. Is it this guy in the area Palmon?
Captain Caesar.
You see the situation he went through. What build the courage about that account. We are going to share no.
Not didn't.
I tell you. It's a very delicate situation. No. Just picture the whole scenario. So let's say, and people are going through worse, I can tell you. But they are sure they can't talk. Communists have that courage because they still want to keep their celebrity status. And yet still they can't meet it. So if you are 100% right. And I also know you lack opportunities as a male, as a man in the industry, you lack those opportunities. Ladies in there, even if the person is not ready to give it to you, just put on something nice, turn around.
I'm not too happy the way you guys are depicting ladies in this struggle. Because there are some ladies that they cannot even do what you guys are doing to survive.
When the pressure keeps coming.
No, wait. You see, it is not every lady who might have what you guys are thinking. Some ladies might 10, nobody will still look at their house. How about those people? Yes, the few ones who have what men want, they may chase them. How about those who don't have what men want? Or how about those who really are not turning heads?
Those who are not ready to even give it.
So yes, I understand the struggle is real, but we shouldn't make it look like ladies are immune. They are not immune. They are also part of the struggle, and everybody is going through it. But everybody is going through it. So if that can also be a causal factor, then we all need to look for solutions to beat it. That's what I want you guys to know. Now, there are still other things I would want us to look at, but let's move a little bit into politics and entertainment a little bit. Remember the Sammy Jenfi and Agradaa story? That story is still lingering. The last time I checked, I heard after reviews, after invitation to the Flagstaff House and the Chief of Staff and all those who are part of it, I'm hearing, okay, not any special punishment will be doled out to Sammy Jenfi. He'll be fine. He's still going to maintain his seat, and they think the crime is not a super crime that should call for sack and all the things that some people were calling for. Now, out of that, musician Worlasi, in fact, for some time, those who have been paying attention, musician Worlasi has been getting closer to the NDC party, including getting to their platforms, rolling with some movers and shakers of the party. And a video that he put out suggests that he's also pained of what happened between Agradaa and Sammy Jenfi. Now, what is he saying? He said, he started developing interest for politicians or in politics, thinking that, there are some group of politicians who are good, who are right, who don't mess up, only for him to wake up to this video of Sammy Jenfi. And Sammy Jenfi is someone that he admires. He likes how he talks and all. But seeing that video of him doling out those dollars to Agradaa has broken his heart. And he's even suggesting that, couldn't this money have been even given to the Bastard boys, those boys who have taken up community cleaning? He thinks that this money could have been given to them because they have taken up some social causes and they are doing fine. Why still go ahead to give it to Agradaa? And he is not happy about it. And I want to get the views of my people. Are some of these things the cause of many people sometimes not even liking anything politics, as Worlasi wants us to understand? Let's watch him. When I come back, we will continue talking.
Bastard boys, they there and they clean this country. Bastard boys, they there. You carry dollars, go give Agradaa. Just when you start believing in somebody, I don't know what it is with politicians. Like, I don't know whether it's the money. I don't know, like, just when you start thinking, I don't even know why I fall for it. Bastard boys, just one example. People are out there doing things in the name of Ghana, to put the name of Ghana somewhere. You go remove just the way I like the way he speaks to you come out money or go give Agradaa. Bastard boy self day there.
Okay, let me come back to Chemo once again. Chemo, yes, this one pop and politics.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think some of these things they really take interest from politics for some people?
Yeah, for sure. But you see, there's other things that we may not be looking at, but it is really, really important here. Sometimes people will make a comment like this, and you think that, what they are saying is true. No, they are also saying it based on the ideology or the interest of the way that they think that people should be helped or people should behave. So it is not a straightforward thing like that.
Okay.
Worlasi pointed out Bastard Boys. It's because he likes Bastard Boys, but not Agradaa. If can he say same if let's say Sammy Jenfi at the time was giving the money to an orphanage?
Okay.
Would he still say that, okay, why would you give it to an orphanage but not Bastard Boys? Would he say that? And if he says that, do you think some people who are also inclined or love orphanages more will be happy about it? No. So it's about the ideology or what you believe that if you do this, this is what is good. Like what you call virtue. It's subjective here. So that's why he will say something like that. He is right to say whatever that he said. But the point I'm trying to make is that he's saying it like that because of the love he has for the Bastard Boys, not because Sammy Jenfi necessarily has done something wrong. For those who love Agradaa, will say the opposite. When they say, now the Agradaa do nipa, unim nipa Agradaa and so boa. Say Sammy Jenfi di sekane ma Agradaa de be na sorry akochicha ma sorry ma. And no ye good. So your position will be based on what you love, what you believe in, then what you think is a good thing to do.
Okay.
So for me, I'm not surprised that he will go that direction because apart from him loving politics, he also have some affection or for social good. Most people have that thing. They think that when you do some of these gestures, it's better than giving it to one person or the person that they don't like. In this case, Agradaa. Okay. Some people are angry because the money is going to Agradaa. If Sammy Jenfi was giving it to, let's say, I want to give another one that will conflict the way that he said it. Like, let me still take the orphanage thing. Some people will be angry that you are giving it to an orphanage by not Bastard Boys. At the same time, you get a group of people who will be so happy that you are giving it to an orphanage because they need that help. Okay. Not Bastard Boys. Bastard Boys can take care of themselves. So at any point in time, you will get conflicting views
on your decision.
On the decision of whom you have to give that money to.
Okay.
And again, the idea that you have more and giving it in public is also an issue for some people. Okay. So the position that he's taking now, it is out of his belief, out of his interest, out of the way that he feels that this is how people should behave, and we all have it. So he's entitled to his opinion, but for me, at this point, we should just take it like that this is how he feels that people should do good. That's why he's not happy. As for his broken heart, it is out of the fact that he has more love for Bastard Boys, but not Agradaa. That's why he has the broken heart now, and he will be fine. He will be fine. I'll advise him that he shouldn't stop maybe loving politics because of this gesture. Because even if he's the one doing it, some people will not be happy with him giving to Bastard Boys. Some people will still not be happy because they can get a lesser people that we should feel for than the Bastard Boys. The same way, at any point in time, people will get something. People can tell you something which is better than what you are doing. So, oko tell you now to 50 cedis. Obi beka say you were down 10 cedi, and oko say 50 cedi. Yes. The same way, oko to 10 cedi. Obi so so obi obeke me na 5 cedi kra anka be so me na 10 cedi. So it is really, really difficult to push people in that direction based on how you think or how you think people should do for us to say that they are doing something good. What he did, the wrong part of it, or the part that everybody is angry about, is the fact that you are dealing in dollars, putting it in your car, and it has a political twist to it. Politicians are not happy about it. That's one. So they are pushing the idea that you are not encouraging people to even deal in cities. we have those people there. And now we have people with the moral barometer or moral whatever. Why would you give it to Agradaa but not bus stop boys? Okay. He's entitled to his opinion, but I think he should rather think about, if it was me, this is how I would have used it. Instead of making it look like anybody doing it the way that Sammy Jemfi did it is wrong. No.
Okay. Yes, Cliff, take over from there. You are closing.
It's a gesture. Let's say, if not for the public office he's holding, it's a gesture. Okay. And this is an unplanned gesture as well. Okay. He didn't plan going to give the money to Agradaa or to Chino. Yeah. And for shaggy reasons, he did what he has to do. So the fact is, it comes to a matter of choices. I need to show me what to use my money for. We've seen rich men in the country, as much as launching in the book, Japan the millions got there was the angry people in town.
Book is in a book of life.
I got on millions. Meanwhile, the constituency, the people out there were angry. One of Ukraine he worked, so far as it's not a stolen money, it's not from corruption. And he worked hard for his money. He chooses to do whatever he wants with his money. So you don't show him, and I say all public office in India. No, once you can ascertain, say it's a stolen money. The only thing that I feel or I see it as a problem was the currency was not our local currency. That was what I saw it to be a problem. But for the amount, the way the money was given out and everything, I don't have a problem with it. At all.
I see. But what I'm saying is that, can this make some people lose interest in politics?
If you want to lose interest in politics, you want to. Let me take it from the other aspect also. You know, Agradaa, opposition. Yeah. You also know, say, if Scanpo endorsed any dollars na city sanka, you know that gesture could also bring some MPP people to NDC. Because our public office, our party will say, I'm here to serve the country and every citizen, not only for NDC. Okay. Irrespective of where you belong to, when I meet you and I realize you deem fit of an opportunity, I'll make it available to you. So to me, cry up or no, say any currency no I can make us say applause, you know. Okay. Okay. Because trying to give a gesture to someone you call an enemy. It's a way of winning them back to your camp. Okay. Yeah.
Well, Ro, close the show for us.
Well, that's his conversation there. It's very dicey. And, of course, if this is what is going to make Worlasi, if this is what is giving him broken heart, then I will tell him to brace himself for more. Okay. Yes. Unless he doesn't want to follow politics again, he should go and sit somewhere. But if he wants, he's getting interest in politics and he wants to follow politics, this is just the least of it. Okay. It is come Agradaa. Oh.
Entina usin.
Ni shefe guest to play with the who could buy a birthday party. And this will be. And you see, another interesting thing also is that you can't ascertain whether this is taxpayers' money that he is giving out. At this point, the only picture that this whole situation is painted is he gave his own money. And you cannot tell him what to use. Yes, you may disagree with what he's using his money for. But then, for you to come and tell him what, like a better way, I think it is a no-no. Because you see, I think the publicist of Stonewall, Gerard, also came to write the same thing on Facebook. Obon and Sam. Because people ask. So, you think Sammy if you could have given the money to Bastard Boys? No problem. But haven't you seen Stoneboy throw money? I didn't know one fight Bastard Boys. You see, no matter how you want to go like on this conversation, it can be turned back to you. It can be turned back to you easily and you may not find an answer for it. Because I say, I don't know to scan one can say Bastard Boys for honor. Because they determine what they want to use their money for. And Worlasi, you are a well-to-do person. Obviously, you can stage a concert in honor of Bastard Boys. Fundraising concert. With this kind of all the proceeds will go to Bastard Boys. It is also another one. But I know when you raise this conversation, he will come with so many challenging factors as to why he cannot do that. You understand? But this is somebody doing a gesture. Me, let's respect it. So far as, unless you have any form of concrete proof to tell us that, okay, this money, he had it from this side, he was supposed to use it for this public activity, and he misused it. And this me, with the currency, the whatever, whether it was in dollars, it was in pounds, it was in cedis, I don't care. Because as at that time, ebia no nisika, and I was selling in dollars. Maybe for some, we all, like, we do business as much as...
But get this. He's a public...
figure. Public servant.
Public servant.
Yeah.
They are trying to manage the economy.
I understand.
Because of that, if you are using dollars, what you are telling the citizen, ordinary person, is that your currency is not good. Keep it in dollars, so dollar will be better than the cedi.
I understand.
Yes, so as a public servant, it is a no-no.
I understand. You see, the only time this whole dollar cedi conversation becomes a problem is if it is seen out there.
Yes.
But I am buying something online and it is in dollars. I am buying something online, and or maybe somebody has shipped something for me and the person is demanding I pay in dollars. I have no option.
Of course.
You understand?
And that's not an issue.
And that is not an
but
issue.
legally tendered.
And I say, it is only an issue when, because of his position and the fact that it is in public.
Yes.
And I say, other than that, and can you a big deal? That's my point. Sure. That's my point.
Because now we know, we have established that he is a public servant. So other than that, it's not an issue, will not come in here. He's a public servant, so he shouldn't be doing that.
No problem. But my own is that whether it is in cedis or it is in dollars or whichever currency it is, at the end of the day, since it is his own pocket money, he can decide to do whatever.
We can't be so sure of that one too.
And American, but the people who are also angry from the other side, still they can't also prove it.
Yes.
Me, I will go with what I believe, because so far nobody has brought some concrete proof to show, say, oh, Oko maybe a gold board meeting when a man, maybe a $1 million say on Vancoye project way. And I know now what be a Agradaa. In that aspect, everybody has the right to be angry, because the money is not supposed to go and do that. It's, okay. Or they acquired you be able to. But then, aside that, Worlasi there, I think he doesn't have a case. I think he doesn't have a case. And if this is what will push him out of politics, then he wasn't even ready for the political conversation at all before.
Well, let's see how best we can all do it right in our various corners. This has been Showbiz Daily, right here on Sammy Flex TV with my soldiers, Roland Amate from Shagzi, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, as well as in Team Dodo Solomon in the middle. Chemo represents our online department as our manager, and Clifford Bano, a medical practitioner who is an observer and a watcher of our showbiz industry. Also to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. Thank you for making it happen. Until we meet again tomorrow to wrap up the week on Showbiz Daily. Remember, we also want to read from you. What is your opinion on the topics discussed today? I'll be reading. We are out of here. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.